EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This taken in about 4 yards deep. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. With Wilson, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Number 20.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
15 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brings up 3rd.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
45. Slam. Check it back. Check three.
Throwing now is Murray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First down, Murray. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
At the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And a solid run down inside the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Reddick in on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's now
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He's checking. Crash.
To throw is Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it down to the 32.
Running back on the option.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Running back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Kill. 19.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Seattle.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
That's good.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
It's a gain of
good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
to the goal line.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His 19th touchdown now on the season. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
21.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
The kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And that one will fall incomplete.
At the 25-yard line.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got Here we go. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come back. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing again. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch. Woo. Easy.
From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
You got three down. 36.
Murray now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Tight dog. Hey, check Mike.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Check this out, my nigga. What's up? There's a lot of niggas out here.
It'll be the Cards
shit the motherfuckers say, yeah. But when the niggas bring it to
in the third quarter.
they can't stand up for what.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
You don't like what I'm saying there, buck. Swing when you see me, we can throw them hands up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. This field goal, you always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go to the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the defense now. Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because
he clears one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 4-yard line.
First play of the drive was good all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before it's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think of the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time play?
Hands it off out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And it's third down.
That every other bitch from the Wild Wild West bring it down from Holocaust to their fucking chest. You ain't never seen a carbine or Mini 14 or Tommy gun with 100-round fucking gun. You don't like what I'm saying, man, but swing when you see
He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Make it hard for niggas to say. Tell your crew they don't want it with us, dude. If the motherfuckers do, bust a motherfucking move.
Shit, I'm talking about riding out tonight. Only way I die first, gotta kill me in this verse. Weezy F, middle finger to life. So nothing seemed critical in the hood. I'm typical.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
It's really good. Smoking, drinking, I'm like a fish, and I probably shit on your bitch. Probably piss on the lips, and she probably give you a kiss. Nasty, Hollywood classic. Probably with a nigga, probably ride the same bastard. Ask him, we don't give a fuck about a casket.
And now the first
nigga,
throw for the backup quarterback.
Nigga just murder happy. 12 years old.
That's
I jumped
complete,
out
right
the
around
pot.
the 8.
I started
And he
selling
has the
back
first down before he's tackled at the 5. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
Saying there, buck. Swing when you see me, we can throw them hands suckers. If you ain't notice, nigga, I don't give a fuck. If I said it, then I meant it. And what fuck, nigga? You don't wanna see the trigger, man, bust. You and your man,
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You want another tip age. That's the way that you gon' behave.
I know you're feeling all hurt inside, but won't you talk to a player? Let me help out your pride. I'm like a counselor.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
And I ain't afraid to shoot.
They want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. On the first play.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
41-yard line.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
I just want me something natural. When you're alone, it gets mighty cold. Don't act as if you did not know. She let me play with her heart.
Throwing again, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
2 more yards.
A good pickup there of 22. On first and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and second and 10 upcoming. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches. Again, they'll throw in Murray, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And he is about his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And this one from the uprights and good.
Rolling backwards, hopping in my duffel. 1 minute they hate you, next minute they say they love you.
Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown.
Still know the weakest link be the mouth.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, they keep on asking why I'm promoting the violence. Them niggas pussies and they bitches, they ain't never caught it violence.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with the first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 there. And it'll move the chains. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
9-yard line.
Now Wilson on second down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping under pressure again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Smith, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
46-yard line.
On first and 10, Murray dancing to his left. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I'm trying to run museums, pay cash and then he post a crib. I can't show nobody where my mama live. That's how I'm supposed to feel. My knee just asked
From
me
the
where my
gun,
diamond ring.
Murray, flushed out right, going for it all. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Murray. Let's go. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Murray with a third and long. Let's go! They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Murray. Good D! It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penning. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I'm troubling myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that hole with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the ball. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, the streak continues as they put...
Most of the time, Lord, distract me.